Say welcome back.
Making channels.
Welcome to my channel. Hi guys, how you guys doing? So, if you watched my last video, I did mention that I was going to be recording part 1, 2, and 3 of my birth journey, being pregnant, and my bringing baby home journey. So, this video right now will be part 1 of me being pregnant. So, this will be me discussing the 9 months being pregnant before COVID, once COVID hit, during COVID, and delivering her during COVID. So, I wanted to talk about this today because I think it'll be an excellent story time. This is going to be a story time video. And I have my little shadow with me. Right, Poopy? Say, Mommy and me, we did our nails today. Woo! Show them your nails. Did you do your nails with Mommy? Look, y'all, look at her nails. Show them. She ain't do nothing.
Wow, Mommy.
She ain't do nothing, but she thinks she did something. Yes, babe?
Look.
Okay, that's Mommy's nails. What is it?
Wow.
Wow. Are you fascinated?
Okay, guys.
Look at it. That's one. It's just pink powder, guys, nothing major. I'm really not that crazy about them, to be honest. I like the pink powder, but the designs, I kind of just let her do whatever. And this is what she came up with, so. They're cute. They're all right. They're simple. I'm very simple, not difficult at all. So it's okay. We good. Oh, whoa. Sorry. Camera's shaking a little too much. Okay, guys. So, yes, we're going to be talking about when I was pregnant with this little bumpkin mumpkin. Say yay! We're going to talk about when Mommy had you in her belly. Woo! So, guys, before I get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so that you guys can be notified every time I post a video. I plan on having bangers back to back all 2023. Most of this will be like story times, mukbangs, maybe. You might see me and baby girl eating together and talking and doing fun stuff, Mommy and me stuff. What she said. Exactly what she said. So, yeah, it won't be nothing crazy, but cute little stuff with Mommy and me. Because this will be my little video buddy, most likely. Because wherever I am, she is. Whether I'm in the house, out the house, don't matter. She's right there. So, yeah. So we're going to have mukbangs, story times, maybe me and baby interacting and playing and doing some learning things with her. How I get her ready for bed. What we do in the morning, like a morning routine. Just cute little stuff like that. Mainly for the mamas out there, those of you that have little ones. But it's welcome for anybody to view. So yeah, welcome to my channel, those of you that are new and haven't seen or been here before. So yeah, I'm going to get started with this story time about when I was pregnant. And I hope you guys enjoy the story time because I thought it was very interesting. It was also very new for me, as well as whoever else was pregnant in 2020. Don't touch, babe. Oh, and what does she do? She touches it. She touches it. Yeah, that's what she does. Okay, leave it there, okay? Right there.
Right there.
Yes. Cut off my head a whole lot, but that's okay. So, let's get into it. So, I got pregnant before COVID actually started. I got pregnant in 2019. I want to say my birthday.
So birthday?
My birthday is the end of October, and I found out I was pregnant in November. And I had already been 8 weeks, so I'm assuming it was October that I got pregnant. So I found out like around Thanksgiving, actually, which is the end of November. So yeah, I had already been 8 weeks when I found out, and by the time I found out, it was end of November. And I didn't tell my family until Christmas. So I waited like a month to tell my family. But we already knew that we were pregnant. And long story short, she's a little tired, guys. So if you see her like a little cranky, just ignore that. She's a little sleepy. She didn't take her nap yet. So toddler with no nap time could be a little hectic sometimes. So yeah. I told my family in December for Christmas, so if I can, I'm still learning the ropes of how to edit and include little things in the videos, so. Did you just fall? Are you okay?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I'm still learning how to include little snippets in the video. But if I can, I will include a little clip of my family's reaction when we told them. Because that was epic. It was definitely something to see.
Wow.
It was like a bunch of emotions, actually. It was like some of us was crying, some of us was laughing, some of us was smiling, but it was like all happy, you know, but it was a lot going on in that video, but it was a good reaction. So if I can, I will put a clip of it in the video right here. Hey, Mommy's telling a story about how you, little butt, was in Mommy's belly. Okay? Was you in Mommy's belly?
Look.
Was you in Mommy's belly? Oh my goodness. So, yes, when I told my family it was December for Christmas of 2019. So I found out like the end of 2019, but obviously I conceived in October sometime. Then we moved on to 2020, the new year. And let's fast forward to March. I'm trying to think if it was February or March. At this time, I had been working at a dental office, which I was in dentistry for about 6 years. Total. Hey. Go ahead. Tell them your side. Okay. Thank you, babe.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
So, yeah, I had been in dentistry for about 5-6 years. So I was working in a dental office at this time, and I had went on vacation. I took, supposed to be like a little baby moon before I get all big and pregnant and I'm uncomfortable, and then obviously I'm not going to want to fly on the plane, right? So, I went on vacation, I would say in March, the first week or two of March. And I was supposed to be for like 7 to 10 days. We were supposed to be gone. We were going to Florida, Orlando, and it was an all-girls trip. So my husband was home. It was just me, my mom, and my sister. And we had only been in Florida, I think, for 2 days.
Stuck.
You stuck? Literally, guys, my vacation had just started. We were in Florida for 2 days. I think it was like 1 night and 2 days, literally. We landed, we got there, it was early, it was bright, it was sunny, it was beautiful. We went to sleep that night, woke up the next day, it was bright, it was sunny, it was beautiful, and we had to go home. Let me explain. So that was around, let's say, like March 15th, March 13th, March 15th, somewhere around there of 2020. And that's when COVID hit. That's when it happened. It was all over the news. There was flights canceled, weddings canceled. It was a mess, like, let me tell you. And that was only the beginning. It was a mess. That was the start of when they were putting everybody in quarantine. So that was when we were all home and stuck inside for 2 months. We could not come out of the house unless you were going to work. And it was only if you were an essential worker. So that's healthcare, I don't know, construction, I guess. I don't know what else they consider essential. But healthcare, we know, is definitely one of them. So any healthcare workers, you guys had to still go out in it. But everybody else was stuck in the house. So, yeah, we saw in the news that the airports were going to close down. And if you were on a flight or had a flight to catch, you better hurry up and get on it, because if not, you would be stuck where you were, basically. So we panicked. We had just got there literally the night before. So we were only there like a little over 24 hours, not even a full 2 days yet. And already we have to go back home. So I was pissed. By March, I was like 4, going on 5 months pregnant. Let me see, October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, I had to be about 5 months, or going on 5 months pregnant, because I conceived the end of October, so it was only beginning of March. So I was almost 5 months pregnant at this time. And we panicked. We got a call. Hold on, guys. Wait 1 second. Okay, sorry guys, I was getting a phone call in the middle of recording. So like I was saying, we got the news that you better get out of wherever you are and go home before it's too late. So immediately we started looking for flights. We was calling my stepdad like, hey, you know, get us back home, because we are definitely not staying here another 7 days or however much longer we were supposed to be there. So of course I'm pissed, right? Because it's supposed to be my baby moon. This is supposed to be like my relaxation. Mind you, I don't travel, guys. Like, I barely go anywhere. If it was up to me, I'd stay in the States, because I don't like flying anyway. But I don't go anywhere. Like, it's been years since I went on a vacation for real, you know? So this was like my getaway before the baby comes. It was time for me to relax, be pampered, you know, like just have a good time before I'm big and pregnant and I can't do anything. So I was pissed because I looked forward to this trip, you know, but I still was grateful, because I'm like, if this is a state of emergency and I'm stuck in Florida all the way up until my due date, that won't be good. And daddy was back at home, so that wouldn't have been good. So I was happy to, you know, be able to get back home safely. So we did. We had a flight, like, I think it was like a 4 o'clock flight. That was as soon as we could get for that day. So whatever they had available, we was going to take it so we could get up out of there. And thank God they had a 4 o'clock flight and not like a 6 o'clock flight. Because by the time we got on the plane, we were still staying up to date on, you know, what's closing down and what's shutting down or whatever. And they had just shut the airport. So we got on the plane and they told everybody else in the airport, flights are canceled, go back home or go wherever. Flights are canceled, there's no flights leaving. Like, it was shut down as soon as we got on the plane. So thank God we got that flight and we got out of there. Literally, guys, like an hour later flight, we would have been stuck in Florida. Which doesn't sound horrible, right? But then again, it is. You got to get back to work, and then turns out work ended up closed too. So, but then you have other family home and you get homesick. You know I would have. I can't stay somewhere for too long. So I was happy to get back home, but I was sad that my vacation literally was 1 day. Like, just 1 day. We didn't get to go in the pool, I don't think, did we? I think we did. We went in the pool at the hotel, but it was like a ghost town. Oh, that's another story. The hotel, there was nobody there. I think everybody knew, like, let me stay home because this is something major that's about to happen and we don't want to be stranded. Too bad we didn't think that way. But obviously we already had it pre-planned, you know, so, you know, people had COVID, flu, whatever. We didn't think nothing of it. We didn't think it was going to be a state of emergency where they shut everything down. So we still went on our flight, you know. Girl, that hotel was like a ghost town. I think it was like, we were like one out of maybe 4 other families, literally. We were like 1 out of 4 families on the entire resort. It was a resort, by the way. We was one group out of like 4 other groups on the entire resort. Think about that. Like, listen to how that sounds. The entire resort. We was 1 out of 4 groups of people. And they were small groups. We was only a group of 3. The other groups was also like 3 or 4 people. Nothing major. But the entire resort. I could not, I was like, where is everybody? We got there and we was like, what kind of resort is this? Like, is this a resort for, no offense to the older people out there, but we was like, is this a resort for, you know, like 50 and 60 and older or something? Like, it was ghost town. Like, nobody there at all. Hey, mommy's talking. Quiet.
I want a cup.
Where's your cup, baby? It's in the fridge. Go get it. Go get it. It's in the refrigerator in the kitchen.
Oh no. I'm scared.
You scared? Why? Mommy's right here. The lights are on. Go ahead. Get your cup.
No. I'm scared. Go get it. Go get the cup.
Mommy can't go get it. You gotta go get it. Why are you doing? Are you doing the mannequin challenge or what?
Mike.
Yes.
I can't go get it.
Oh, you dropped it, babe. Look. Look, it's gonna be dirty.
It's dirty.
You dropped it. Where's the cap? Okay, so yes. There was like nobody on that resort, guys. It was crazy.
I'm sorry.
So, not to make it too drastically long, let me get to the next point. We got on the flight. We ended up home safely by like 6:30. 6:37, I think we had got off the plane. And yeah, I was so grateful to get back home. It was freezing outside because we was traveling in the winter, so it was cold still. So that also sucked to come from Florida weather. In Florida, I think it was like 80 something out there when we was there. And we had to come back home to like 20-degree weather. So that part sucked. And then, yeah, we got home and on went life, but we ended up on lockdown. So they locked us down, and it wasn't just in New York. I think it was a few states, like everybody was on lockdown. Only essential workers could go to work, and that's it. Other than that, you was not supposed to be outside for anything. Obviously, if you had to go to the grocery store, because obviously you got to provide food and whatever for your household. But other than that, I remember the grocery stores, you only was allowed to buy like 1 case of water per family, 1 case of toilet paper, 1 case of paper towel, like, because everybody was stacking up on stuff at this point, because we don't know what's coming, what's happening, you know. Everybody was stacking up on hand sanitizer, paper towel, toilet tissue, watch your fingers, babe. Everything, canned goods, because we didn't know what to expect, you know. So I remember the grocery stores were like scarce, that all the shelves were empty. It was bad. It was really bad. And those of you that live in New York, you know what it was like, you know. So yeah, that was my baby moon experience. And I was on vacation from work, so I still had like a whole week left of vacation that I didn't use because that was supposed to be used for Florida, and we ended up having to come back home. So mind you, this time I'm still on vacation technically, so I still didn't go back to work. But before my vacation was even over, I get an email from my job, and they're telling everybody to stay home. Everybody was laid off because obviously they're not going to pay employees who, you know, we can't work. So they're not going to pay us for that time that we're out. And they didn't. I know there are some jobs that still pay you or whatever, but for us, everybody was laid off until further notice. So we didn't get no paycheck. I don't think we did we? I can't remember. Be careful, babe. Hey, move your hand, please. Thank you. Excuse me. I'm a little sleepy. So yeah, I can't recall if we got paid or not. My glasses always leave a reflection. Yeah, if we got paid, it wasn't. It was probably just like the regular 8 hours that we get paid. But I can't remember. I really can't remember if we did or not. I don't recall. I don't think we did. I think it was we were laid off and we didn't get paid. So there was no check coming. So that was a struggle because what the heck? Like, we still have bills to pay. Why would you not pay us? You're the ones that's laying us off. I didn't quit. So that was annoying.
Mama.
And yes.
Open it.
Okay, this one is for mommy. That one's for baby. Excuse me, guys. I just got really like a sleepiness just came over me. So yeah, we didn't get paid. I remember going on unemployment, but I had unemployment for my job portion that I was missing out on. And then I also worked my business. So between the two, I was fine, you know, financially. But there are a lot of people that struggled, you know, because they were laid off from work and they had no other option. You know what I mean? So for me, it worked out, but oh my God, what a year. By the time I got on unemployment, I think it was April or the end of April, early May. I think it was April. I got on unemployment in April. This all happened, like being laid off from work and being on lockdown happened in March. And then I got on unemployment in April. And then
Mama.
I just was collecting unemployment plus working my business still. Okay, that's enough, babe. Plus working my business still. So I did those things, and yeah, I mean, at some point they told me we couldn't work our businesses either. So that was a hassle because here I am thinking, oh, you know, they laid us off, it's fine. Stop. Here I am thinking they laid us off, it's fine because, you know, I still have my business coming in. My husband was still able to go to work. His job stopped him late, though, I think. His job closed, like, April. So throughout March, he was still going to work. So, yeah, I was like, I still have my business I could do, you know. So even though my job closed, I still have my business to run. So I could do that. Then,
Mama.
boom. Government's like,
Mommy,
nope.
I'll do it.
All the small business owners, close your businesses. I was like, oh my God. It was like one thing after another, guys. So first, Baby Moon turned into a disaster because we had to go back home and we almost got stuck in Florida. Then we got home, then jobs closed and laid us off. Then we had to wait in line to be on unemployment, if that's something you applied for. I know I did. Then you have a business, then they hit you with your business, close your business down. Any businesses that was in close contact or didn't sell essential things for people to buy, like food or products or stuff like that of some sort, you had to close. So I have a hair salon, those of you that don't know, that had to be closed down because not only are you in close proximity with people, but it's nothing essential in a hair salon. I guess they didn't deem getting your hair done an essential need. So I had to close. So yeah, so from March to, I think July. Yeah. March to July, I was out of work and my salon was closed. From March to July. Well, I think it was the end of June. Might have been like the last week of June, literally. Like June 20-something. That's when they're like, okay, you guys could open stuff back up and you could go back to work. I'm just shaking my head because for me, it was pointless. Like, why am I going to go back to work now when now I'm 9 months pregnant? When you guys told us don't go, I was only 5 months. I still had all these months to work until I was like big and can't move no more. Now I'm 9 months pregnant and you're trying to tell me to come back to work now. I'm going to be right back out again for maternity leave. So it didn't make sense. So I didn't go back. I was like, nope, I'm fine. I'm good. My due date was literally in 2 weeks from the date that she texted to come back to work. So Eva was born the end of July, mind you. They told me to come back like July 15th. I was like, no, ma'am. I'm about to deliver my baby any day now. My feet were this big, like elephantitis. And I was a lot more pain now. I was feeling a lot more pressure. Like literally she could come any minute. So I was like, no, I can't come back to work, but thank you for asking. And by then, I was able to go back to work at my salon though, if I chose to, which I did. I think I worked like 2 weeks, like the first 2 weeks of July, or the first week of July maybe. When they told me we could reopen, I think I worked 1 week and then I didn't go back again to the salon either until after I had the baby because I could barely stand up anymore. It was that bad. Like I was huge. Stop. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Guys, you know those little Egos, what is it called? Those little egg chapsticks. She's over here tearing out my chapstick. Look at this. Look at the dent in there like that. You see it? Do you guys see that? She did surgery on this egg thing. Look at that. And now show them your face. Eva, what are you doing, kid? What am I gonna do with her? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I was not at work the rest of July at my salon or my regular job.
Okay,
At this point, I was just on unemployment because I couldn't physically stand anymore, hardly. I couldn't even, it was impossible. I was like, there's no way I'm standing up braiding hair for 5 hours like this. It was just no way. So I stayed home the rest of July and waited till my baby came and waited to deliver my baby. And here she is. No, stop. No. And then the labor and delivery part, that'll be a part 2. That won't be in this video. That'll be a separate video. No, babe, mommy don't want any. Thank you. That will be a separate video. But I feel like there's something I missed in this one. There is. I wanted to also talk about... Thank you, babe. I wanted to also talk about my gender reveal, my baby shower, my doctor's appointments, the entire 9 months. Everything was ruined, basically. My husband couldn't go with me to any doctor's appointments, so that sucked. Imagine your first baby. Of course you want your partner. I mean, he's the one that got me pregnant, right? So of course I want him to be a part of every step of the way, you know, naturally. He wasn't allowed to go into any of the sonogram appointments. I think he was only allowed in the beginning. So like the first 1 and 2 ultrasounds I had. Everything else after that, nope. And at that time, the baby was like a little peanut, like literally a peanut, like this size. So it wasn't nothing much exciting to see, you know what I mean? Well, it was exciting. Let me rephrase that. It was exciting to see our baby anytime, doesn't matter, but how small she was, but you know what I mean? She wasn't fully like developed or anything yet when he was able to go. By the time she, you know, started growing and she got bigger and you could see all her little features and stuff, they was like, nope, no partners, no company, no this, no that, just the mamas. So he missed out. I mean, he drove me to every appointment. I will say that. Every appointment. Like, he didn't miss one appointment. Stop. So he was outside in the car, but he couldn't come in. So I was sad about that. I was very sad about that. That was the entire 9 months, by the way. I think even now, even today, like they're still having just one person in the room. It's crazy. I think. So yeah. He wasn't in any of the ultrasounds except the first 2 appointments.
Mama, look.
I see it, babe. My gender reveal that I planned on having was canceled because obviously we didn't want COVID. I couldn't get sick, so we didn't have a gender reveal. So I kind of just found out on a whim, like, yep, we're having a girl. My mom knew the gender. I was so anxious to know what I was having, and I wanted a girl so bad. And then she just was out and told me it's a girl, and I thought it was a lie at first because
Hi guys.
I don't know. You know how you just like you want it so bad that when they say you have it, it's like no way. There's no way. Like I don't have. No, it's a boy, and I was lucky, guys. First time around, I got the baby girl that I wanted, and I love and adore her so much. She's literally like my little best friend. Like just like me, but a little body. It's amazing. She's literally my little best friend. She calls me her mommy sister. She calls me mommy sister. Mommy sister. I said, oh, so I'm your mommy and your sister?
Mommy, sister.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's my little best friend, guys. I just love her so much, and I couldn't imagine life without her. So, yeah, no gender reveal. I just found out it was a girl. And no baby shower. That was also canceled. And this, mind you guys, this is my first time having a baby. So this is my first pregnancy, my first delivery, my first everything for having a baby. And It was not going as planned, that's for sure. It definitely did not go the way I would have wanted it to go. So I was saddened by that, but it was all behind COVID. It was stuff that was out of my control, you know? So that part sucks. So my baby moon was canceled, gender reveal canceled, baby shower canceled, ultrasound and having those experiences with my husband was canceled. Like, look how many things I just named that are big deals during your pregnancy that I didn't get to experience, you know? So that was a bummer. But long story short, she ended up coming in July, and that will be another video, but that was absolutely the best part of my year in 2020. That was the best. Oh my God, I don't even want to get emotional, but it was literally the best experience I had in 2020. And that will be in the next video, so stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for listening to my story. I know it was kind of like all over the place, but long story short, I wanted to give you little bits and pieces without dragging it out too much of how my pregnancy experience went. And I hope you guys liked my story time, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video, because part 2 will be delivering my little baby girl and that whole experience, which was also not the best. It wasn't the best, I'm not gonna lie, but you guys will hear about it in the next video, so stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications and hit the bell so that you guys are notified every time I post. And until next time, say bye-bye, Boopy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.